Well, for one, I feel na when you go to schools like Ateneo, De La Salle, and UP, those are schools that are recognized usually by companies nowadays, and at least, I don't know, it keeps you grounded with your Filipino roots and values.
Well, in my opinion, we have a lot of good schools here that are at par with other with international schools like Ateneo, UP, and La Salle. And I guess you don't have to think about being relocated. So I think that's also an advantage. You get international world-class education without being separated from your family. So that's a big advantage.
Education, di ba? Pag natapos ka, makakuha ka ng magandang trabaho, and then matutulungan mo yung sarili mo makuha yung goal mo and yung tawag dito, yung goal mo sa buhay. So, kaangat ka in education.
Here in the Philippines, medyo mas maraming opportunities for here in Manila pala, unlike in provinces. But for international naman, well, more opportunities din. Pero basically, lahat kasi ng mga okay na schools are here in Manila.
I think it's you get a global perspective coming from India. You have a mix of people here. Like we've got Indonesians, we've got Filipinos, we've got Indians, you got Vietnamese, so it's a mix of blend, and you have different perspectives, different opinions, and you can learn from them.
I came here to study English. Yes, we can have a tutorial here, and it's.
Well, definitely the best universities are here in Manila, so you will definitely get the best education.
Manila, and getting an education in Manila is very cheap as compared to other colleges in Asia.
Because I asked the people who came here before, and they recommended me the place because it's a perfect combination of country and education. In Manila, I mean, mostly it's the advantage of studying in AIM because they have, for example, the case method and we don't use it at home. So I thought it would be beneficial for me to experience at least for one semester how it works.
Well, if you're going to obviously compare yourself against international people who take their studies abroad and who go back here to actually get higher positions, obviously the preference would be there because they're exposed to more stuff in general. I think their education obviously is more top-notch since their new facilities and the program is actually very, very different.
Although we have really good teachers in the country right now, you hear it all the time, like international schools abroad pirating Filipino educators since they pay better. They usually get the better professors and the teachers. So that opportunity is lost for the students who do study.
Advantage.
Walang disadvantage.
Walang disadvantage. Malaking talaga. Malaking tulong education. So, yun lang masasabi ko.
Disadvantages may be due to density of the population here in Manila. So, baka masyadong maraming students in one class. So, hindi natutukan masyado lahat. Unlike in others na konti lang. So, tutok talaga.
Well, I would say disadvantages that, I think at AM particularly, there are less of clubs here, right? As in like a marketing club and all, they're not very active. So in order to get your business ideas and to learn apart from education, that learning is pretty less.
Being in Manila, well, first of all, in Manila, by that I mean there's a lot of corruption, of course, in the education system. So I hear a lot of reports where kids don't get actually what the proper books. There are a lot of grammatical errors, for example, in English books. There are a lot of unqualified teachers as well. So, but I think you see that all over the country, not just in Manila.
There's a lot better schools in other Asian countries like Singapore and Hong Kong. professors, I think a little bit better professors are encouraged to go there, so you'll get better education in public countries as well.
Well, it's my dream, obviously, to get to abroad. My dream is to become a sportscaster, and obviously the highest for me as a basketball fanatic, the highest level is going to ESPN to do sports commentating.
Yes, it crossed my mind, but since I hear that it pays so much better than working here. But when you think about all the other things that come with going abroad, like being relocated, dealing with cultural differences and all those things, I think I'd still prefer to stay in the country.
Oo. Bakit? Kasi naisip ko, parang gano'n din. Kasi yung kita dito, iba yung kita sa Philippines. Dito, doon pa na sa ibang bansa. So kasi dito, medyo mahirap yung kita. Sa ibang bansa, sinasabi na, although wala kang experience, sinasabi ng mga naka-experience na malaki yung kita sa ibang bansa. Ayun lang.
I like it here.
Yes, this is one of the reasons I've come here to Manila, because it opens your space to the Asia Pacific, probably to here in Philippines or in Singapore, Malaysia.
Yes, I've considered working abroad, and hopefully in the future I might work abroad as well.
Maybe because it's not that known in Europe. I mean, if you're applying for a job, they look to which schools you've been. So if they see AIM, they don't know it mostly.